Hey, what's going on, guys? Wanted to talk about the 5 things that beginning pro, when you try to go pro, photographers, videographers, and creatives make when trying to turn it into a part-time or full-time job. Number 1, I learned this early on. It took me like 3 or 4 months, but you have to understand there's a difference between people that care about the product and people that care about the price. So when you price battle, which is what a lot of photographers will do, somebody once told me that you guys are like a bucket of crabs, where as soon as somebody's about to make it out, they pull them back down. When you're price battling, there's always going to be somebody with like, oh, my sister's niece will do it for $50 or whatever, right? So like, you can't win that battle. So you just have to understand that you can't win that battle. I know when you start out, you want to do everything possible to try to, you can't turn it down because you just did another $50 job and you need more money to survive. So you get stuck in this cycle and you just never get out of that cycle. Once you start understanding that you have customers that care more about the product than the price, then there's such thing as perceived value, where if you charge a higher amount of money, they will more than likely just say, okay, hopefully I'm getting what I pay for. Now you have to deliver. Don't scam people. This is like rampant in the wedding industry. You have to have a portfolio. Don't steal images. Don't do anything horrible or misleading. But when you have those people that have an idea of exactly what they want the best photos and the best video, they know that they're probably going to have to pay for that. So like coming in and just saying that you're going to do it for $150 because you're too afraid to say the word 500, they're going to look at you like an amateur and they're probably going to turn you down and go with somebody else just based off of perceived value. So as long as you can deliver, go after the customers that care more about the product than they do about the price. Number 2. So a lot of people will get caught up in creating, and that's why they call it starving artist, because you spend too much of your time being an artist and not enough of your time being a business person. So when you're going to be a pro or part-time pro, whatever you want to call it, you have to, I basically say you spend 30% of your time and energy into creating new business. So even if you have a ton of stuff on your plate for the day, your priority number 1, and so is your business. If your business doesn't survive, then you can't provide a good product to the customers that you already have and your future customers. So just make sure that you leave enough time in your day and don't overpromise things, because you have to leave that chunk of time to create more business, so that way you can survive as a business owner. 3, and I'm guilty of this one. They say a mechanic's car always leaks. There's a whole bunch of expressions that mean about the same thing. Everybody that has a camera and they can, pro photographer, videographer, we often don't have good content of ourselves. So we have like photos of like every single friend, loved one, and all that other stuff. Those people are blasting it on social media. We have to figure out how to collaborate with each other, or get somebody to basically set up the photos and set up the video. Do everything that you can by yourself, but try to find somebody to help get those pictures of yourself while you're working, or just, general about section of your website or Facebook page and stuff like that. Try to make sure that you can put out great photos of yourself, so it's like, oh, that person looks awesome. I think I want to do business with them. Number 4. Okay, so this is the thing that I see that creates the most failure. So people that don't reinvest in themselves. This kind of goes back to number 1, where you're just doing the cheapest job possible and you can't afford to reinvest in yourself because you need that $50 to pay your bills. When you have to figure out a way to constantly reinvest in yourself. So that means reinvesting in new equipment, reinvesting in your education, reinvesting in the clothes that you wear to your meetings and stuff like that. You're going to have to spend money on your business just like every other successful business owner does. Just because we provide a service and a majority of that goes directly into our pockets. Doesn't mean that it's spending money. You have to, get new lenses so that way you can, get better at another thing. And then once you buy the macro lens, then you work on product photography, and now you add that to your skill set. And that rolls over directly into number 5. People don't understand that you have to increase your average sale. That's how you make, the most money possible. So if you do photo, you might want to get into video. If you only do video, you might want to start working on your photo skills. If you have both of those down, you might want to start working on some type of web development or social media marketing, so that way the people you're giving the photos and the video and all that other stuff to, they're say like, oh, well, what am I going to do with that? And then you sell them on, oh, well, I can set up all of your social media and automatically schedule your posts and stuff for you. I use Hootsuite for all of that stuff, but you could do that, and they're like, oh, well, I really wanted to get on social media. I understand how important that is. And you're like, well, the photo and the video, you need that to put out great social media content. So you solve the problem of them wanting to be on social media, but you also brought more value by saying that you have the photo and the video to help them do the social media. So if you can do the social media for them, that's going to increase your average sale. If you do photo and video, then you're going to be able to just continuously, add some more things to that price sheet. And at the end, you'll have a higher average sale for every customer that you have, which means that you'll make more money at the end of the year. So I know that was a short video, but these are the 5 things that I wanted to put out there. I'm kind of trapped in this house right now, and we are moving in a few weeks to a nicer place downtown Orlando. It's going to be much more scenic, much cooler setup, much more action-packed. But I didn't want to wait to start putting out these videos because the mechanic's car always leaks, and I have been slacking on my own content that I want to put out. I'm creating all kinds of stuff for other people, and then all of a sudden, I'm not putting anything out myself. So I'm going to put 30% of my energy into creating new business, and I'm going to put a majority of my energy into putting out content for myself, because that's the direction I want to go. If you're interested in becoming a part-time, full-time photographer, videographer, even any type of creative or small business owner, you can go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and I'll actually give away all my secrets to what I do and how I make money and stay alive as a creative person or a not starving artist. See you.